Yo, yo, yo. It's your boy, Marky Marks Tarot. Hope y'all all doing good. I'm all good in the hood. Yes, I know I'm live. Thank you. These YouTube's working. That's good. Let me see. If my PayPal link here. There we go. Okay, now that's all done. Hey, Amazing Fruits, how you doing? Okay. Yay. It all works. All right, cool. I'm doing good. I'm here. Doing good. Had a good day. All is good. All is good. I just got to check something before I start to see if all this stuff is working. All right, cool. All right. Got everything up and running now. Bang. Good to go. All right. Some room here. Hey, Marcia, how are you, sweetheart? How you been? All right. Your message, Amazing Fruits, is Seven of Pentacles. You're a little stressed, but you'll be okay. That's good. Yeah, I'm doing good. Had a good day. All's good. This card to me is you like planting your seeds. You trying to get more financially stable. You know, seeing things develop in front of you. You getting to a point where you know what you have to do, but you just got to do it. Try and relax more and know that and focus more on your goals. All right, Amazing Fruits. Be more focused on your goals. Hey, Peanut Butter Cup. If you're dealing with like money and stuff, Amazing Fruits, like money should be, if you're like working and things like that, and you're waiting for successful things to happen, then those things will happen eventually. Progression, hard work, things like that, you'll eventually get there. Just keep on moving. This deck's pretty cool. Gotta get used to this new deck. Sorry. I ordered a different deck today that I saw somebody using online. I love the pictures on it. I was like, damn, that looks really up to date. I like the modern decks now. It makes things a lot better to analyze if you're looking at pictures. So it's pretty cool. And there's actually all the meanings of the cards in here as well. I didn't even look at it. I don't need to know the meanings of the cards. I already know, but it's nice to see what other people think. Let's see what other people think. Let's see what they say the Seven of Pentacles is. Reflecting on your journey, waiting for harvest the fruits of your labor. A sign to keep going. You're almost there. You've been doing the work, and you're wildly successful. Roots are growing. That's pretty cool. I never really read all this stuff in this deck. And the message is, as I give thanks for what I am about to harvest, I know that my life is heading in the right direction. It's nice to know other people's opinions. Yes, it is. So many. This is the newest deck I got. A lot of people I know have it, but I never owned it. So I bought this the other day. I just ordered another one called the Moose Tarot. I saw somebody using it today, and I was like, this looks pretty good. I'll order that one. Marcy, you want a message, sweetie? Okay. All right, let's see what this says. Gotta find it. I know what it means, but I'm gonna read it. Being that I'm using this deck, I'll use what they say. Number 4. All right. Your card is the Emperor, but it came out reversed. So this says unchecked power, being overly pragmatic and rigid, corruption, selfishness, defensiveness, a desire for control, or being stubborn. Lead for the circumstances in your world and have confidence, harmony, and generosity. That's the opposite. So if you're feeling powerless or stressful like you said you are, then you got to lead the circumstances in your world with confidence, harmony, and generosity. Be a leader. So that's your card, the Emperor reversed. It's pretty much what my other cards say to a certain point. Yes, Peanut Butter Cup. You can go ahead and ask your question. Thank you for the donation. Appreciate it. You're welcome, sweetheart. Hopefully, things get better. Just look at all the positive things in life. Really? Look at her. Okay, Marcia, no problem, sweetheart. It's crazy. Let me see if she's on. It's crazy. I've been seeing a lot of readers do like Aquarius readings, and they're all pretty much saying the same thing. Hope it's actually gonna happen. Hey Shakima, how are you, sweetheart? You all right? We had a little date with Jade on Saturday. I had fun, but you don't know. Just wondering what his view is on me after spending time together. Gracias. Okay, Sonny, no problem. Doing good? All right, good. Good to hear. Mm-hmm. Well, what the fuck was that? It looks like he had good time. You know, he felt good about the date. Um, I don't know if you guys had a little slight disagreement. That's the only thing that he had on his mind. Or if you didn't argue, maybe he thought there was going to be an argument because he said something. Um, he feels safe, secure around you. But overall, he felt good about the whole day, the whole time he spent with you. He thinks that because he put in the effort, he got results. If that makes sense to you, but he definitely left there feeling like he accomplished, more, and looks at you in a good way. Um, I think he was maybe expecting a disagreement. Yeah, slight disagreement. Yeah. So I think that's the only thing that bothered him, is that he had slight disagreements with you, and he didn't want to like make too much of a big deal about it. But that's the only obstacle I saw, pretty much. But overall, I would say that he felt good about the whole thing. He felt like it was a gain. He expected it to be good, and it was. Um, Otherwise, mm, I would say he felt good about the whole thing. Thanks, Marcia. I got it. I'll take care of you right after Buttercup here. Um, The only thing that I see is that if you offered help to him or help or if you offered to help him to do something, he might think that you have an ulterior motive type of thing. Um, if he asks, if you ask him to help, then he thinks that you want something for nothing type of thing. If you did talk about business stuff and business advice, he kind of like took it with a grain of salt, but he kind of thinks you were wrong about some things. Um, you know what I also get is like he could be like one of those guys who like I'm right, I know more than you, and that's just the way it is. He could come across like that sometimes. Maybe if he is like that, then maybe he's like, like I don't care what you say. Like I know what I'm saying is the right way. A lot of people like that. We all get like that, I think. We're all guilty of that, especially when we know about something a lot. So when another person says like, yeah, and that's the only thing I see that bothered him was like maybe you challenged him and he was like, look, don't fucking tell me like I know. So that's the only thing I see here. But I see, at the end of the day, I think that he left with feeling good about, you guys and your conversations and the way you are. Uh I would say yeah, because the more you're around somebody like that, the more you just have to, when I'll give you advice on people that do that. I'm very I'm very experienced with people like that because a lot of people think that I'm a know-it-all. I'm not a know-it-all. I just have experience in things that you don't have, maybe. And you might have experience in things that I don't have. So I want to learn from you and you should learn from me. But some people think they already know what I know and try and tell me how to do my own job. This is just an example. So when there is people that I'm always right and I know more than you and I'm better than you, I allow that person to do whatever they want, say whatever they want. When they fuck up, I just sit back. I don't laugh at them. I just say, well, we all make mistakes. Don't worry. And I'll do it in a sarcastic way and say, hint, hint, you're not always right. Humble yourself, yo. I do that a lot to a lot of people because I want people to understand that, you don't know everything. You shouldn't feel that way or it shouldn't be that way. I catch myself all the time because sometimes I think people think that about me, but that's why I always say halfway through something, I say, remember, this is my opinion. That's all I'm saying. My opinion. And I have a right to my opinion. But tearing the ass out of I know everything all the time is not good. Because when you get humbled and when you get taught that you don't know everything, then you look like an ass. To be honest, I think he might want to come and see you again in the next 3 to 4 days. He might contact you in the next couple days, and he might hang out with you again. Yeah, well, I just told you before you wrote that because I already knew you were going to ask. Honestly, I think that he thinks you're a very warm-hearted and fair person. I feel like, I think he thinks you're honest and he thinks that you're smart. It's just that, yeah, he does. He does like you. It's just that he thinks that you still are unknown to him in some ways. Like there's things that he wants to know about you that he's curious about, but maybe he doesn't like want to ask or want to say something. He doesn't want to overstep his boundaries because he thinks you'll, put your guard up or something. But he does look at you as a good person, though. Yeah. So that's what I get, pretty much. All right. Like I told you before, just take it one day at a time. Allow him to get to know you. Try not to be, a mystery. Just be honest at the end of the day. The more honest you are, and the more like, upfront you are, the better things will be. Because then you have nothing on your conscience. You know what I mean? So that's just my opinion. I said it. Yes. I said it. Good boy, Marky. Okay, Marcia, you are next. But I think it'll get better though. Oh, exactly. Don't manipulate him. Hey, Siona, how you doing? I hope I'm saying your name right. That's a cool name, Siona. It's like Fiona, but Siona. Cool. That's a name I really don't hear anymore. Is Fiona. I had a Fiona in my class ahead of me. I haven't seen her in years either. Okay, hun. Yeah, don't manipulate anyone. The only person you should manipulate is your brain to do the right thing. That's it. Okay? That's my dog making all these crazy noises. It's not me. Yeah. Okay, it is Siena. Siena. It's like Siena or Siona. Oh, okay, cool. Hey, Garden, how you doing? Good to see you. Guys, check out I'm gonna say you're my friend because I met you today. I met my new friend today. Her name is, it's a Garden of Spirit Peace Tarot. She's very cool. She read for me today. Very spot on. She had different decks that I actually ordered today. I ordered that Moose Tarot deck today. Very nice, warm, welcoming. Very nice person. Gave me a really good reading. Go check her out. All right, Marcia. Okay, Sienna. I hope I'm saying it right, but anyway. Good to see you. All right, let's see what we got here, Marcia. Why did you need to ask my customer what we were talking about? She knows she's personal friend of many family. All right, why did she ask your customer? Oh, thanks, Garden. I appreciate that. Thank you. I like meeting new people, it's all good. Listen, I've been on here for, I say 3 years next month. And from the day I've started my channel, I've always shouted out everybody. I've always tried to make peace with everybody. I've always tried to help everybody, but sometimes it doesn't work that way. And I learned over the past year that, I'm going to go in readers' rooms. I'm going to say hello. If I feel like getting a reading, I will. If I feel like there's a connection to be friends and I feel like the person is good and honest, then I'll entertain them or, be cool with them. Because at the end of the day, we all need each other. So the good people should stick together and the bad people can stay in their own lane where they belong, So I'm trying to make new connections with people and good connections with people, That's what I want to do. So sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. Sometimes people are in your life for a reason or a season. It's life. It's a cat named after me, which I was shocked. Didn't know people named their animal the same. Oh, okay, cool. Okay, Amanda, I'll get to you, okay? I'm just gotta do Marcia next. Yeah, support is important. Thanks, Amanda. I got it. All right. Hey, Scorpio, how you been, sweetheart? Long time no see. Yeah, you can use that. It's okay. I'm got a lot of lyrics and a lot of sayings and things like that. So yeah, you can use anything. It's all good. I have nothing copyrighted. Yeah. Tu casa, mi casa. It's all good. You been so busy working, not much entertainment time. Okay, you're in perfect time. I'm your entertainment always. All right, Marcia, what I got here, sweetie, is this person is continuing their old ways, obviously. The reason why they're acting like that because their life is all frigged up. They're not doing good. They're not making any changes. They just wanted to hear about gossip. They're not making any decent decisions. You know how she is. All right. She may know that that's a personal friend of yours, right? But the reason why she asked your customer is to see what you were up to see what you were doing, to get gossip, to get no, sweetheart, I'm not judging you. I'm just saying, I think my opinion is to never worry about what somebody else is doing. I think when we do that, we give our energy away and it's unnecessary, but everybody's different. At the end of the day, you're asking me, you're paying me to answer the question, and I feel obligated to do that. But my opinion is to not give these people your energy, because then if we give them our energy, then we kind of look, energyless, because we're giving it to this person who we know is not good. But the reason these people do that is because they want to suck that energy out of us. They want us to worry about them. They want us to give them attention. So I had to learn the hard, I learned through the years that I'm not giving certain people the attention, even though they try so hard. I do give them a little bit, but not everything, But I understand, sweetheart. It's all good. She's trying to change her life, but she knows she isn't. Also, she made that sacrifice to find out because she really wants to know gossip, and she's reluctant on proceeding because she's not really making the right moves in her life. And when her life, because her life is shitty and your life is probably better than hers, that's what her issue is. She's jealous because people talk to you, people laugh with you, people, and she's probably not getting the same attention, which is probably right, and that's the thing. It doesn't matter, I'm doing good, sweetheart. All is good in the hood. You've been working 2 to 3 jobs, saving up for winter. Hey, nothing wrong with that. I always tell people it's not how much money you make, it's how much money you save. All right, let me see what else you got here. Why did she call in sick on Friday? Well, some people are not going to mind their own business because their way is, I'm going to do what I want so I can aggravate, Yeah, well, it looks like she was with him on Friday because I see her with a man, and that's why she called in sick, because she was with him or she was with a man, but it looks like it is him. You know, I get that she called in sick because she was with a man. And that meant more to her than being at work. So the reason she didn't come to work was not because she was sick, it was because she was with a man. Let's find out if it's him. Obviously it is, but let's check. You never know. Some people like two instead of one. Yeah. Yeah, well, that pretty much confirms it. Looks like she was with him because he wasn't around the other person he was around, something like that. I don't know why. That's what I always say. Karma is always gonna get them. Karma will get them. I actually have that on one of my cards. Don't worry, karma will get them. Two, three. Yeah, it looks like, when they were together, her and Arthur, like they had a lot of, arguments and stuff as well. Like I think they were cool at first, but then they had some difficulties. Like they went at each other and they started talking about past things and they started talking about what's really going on. You know, typical arguments and talking about people and things like that. Um, I think she wants more, but he knows he can't give her more. That's what I keep getting here. She knows he's a dog, but she just keeps doing the same shit. You know, sometimes people never learn. Yeah, it looks like they went gambling together. They did a lot of things, but looks like they fought in the end too. Like they had a disagreement at the end. So they went at each other eventually. But some people never change. Some people are just gonna be that way. You can't change stupid. It's life. Yep. Like some people are so blind that they think that the person loves them and they really don't, you know? And it's really sad that people don't even know what real love is because they probably never experienced real love in their life. And it's really sad that people don't know real love. Like my godmother said to me many times, God rest her soul. She said, love is blind and deaf. Yeah. Well, that's Young and the Restless tactics, you know? I don't know why anybody wants to live the Young and the Restless life. Exactly. So because she knows that, it's affecting her even more. That's why, you know, a guy, I'm talking as a man. And I know men do it and I know women do it. People do it. But as a guy, I know that many guys will manipulate the woman, have sex with her, act like everything's fine because he got what he wanted. And then at the end, maybe an hour, maybe 2 hours later, he's going to sit there and say, I can't be with you. You know that, right? But, we're going to have sex, so it's okay, right? No, it's not going to be okay. What are you talking about? And that's when it all goes downhill. And I feel like that's what happened. But hey, stupid is what stupid does. Not my problem. Okay, Amanda. Amanda, you said, hey, Mark, I wanted to Ask a question. I wanted to ask if my ex would contact me and try to get back with me, or if you see him staying away or moving on. Well, oh, there you go. Then she'll cry about a month later and say, he used me. He took my money. Yeah, well, that's your fault. Stupid. You're welcome, sweetheart. Some people never learn. That's why they keep, getting karma. And then when somebody leaves that person, they expect the universe to just give them an angel. Really? Yeah. You gotta go bath in some holy water. All right, Amanda, let's check if your ex is coming back. Well, I'm getting he's not gonna come back. I think he's focused on his family and his life. I think he feels safe and secure now. And the reason he isn't coming back because I think that he thinks you're not understanding of him. He thinks you're selfish and he thinks that you won't accept him. Love you too, sweetheart. Thanks. And I think that, when he was with you, maybe you told him that you don't really love him. That love word came up and about and around. And I think that he's like saying to himself, you know what? I don't know what you want from me. I don't know what you want me to do. I think he played the victim. But I don't see him, offering to come back to you or coming back to you, to be honest. I don't see that here at all. I think he's going to stay away from you for now. But all because I say for now is because we're talking about now. Do I see him moving on? Let's check. Yeah, you broke up with him. Because you broke up with him, he's thinking bad things about you, obviously. When somebody breaks up, because he was very shady, yeah. Oh, I don't blame you. I think that, as far as him moving on, I don't see him going after anybody or going to another relationship right away. I just see him like going out, having fun. But I feel like he likes to fight and likes to argue. So that's his biggest fault and biggest problem. I think that he likes to argue, to be honest. And he might message you, or he might be messaging other women or other people just to like see if he can get some type of enjoyment out of it, to see how, if he's still got it going on, or if he's like, seeing if he's like about that life. All right, Garden, thanks a lot for coming by. I appreciate that. Sending love and light to you too. Thanks. Do I see him contacting you? Like I said, I see him possibly texting you and contacting you, but I think it's gonna turn into an argument, But as far as like him moving on, I think that he'll try to text somebody, but they won't feel him, they won't be like, yeah, whatever. Aren't you with Amanda or something? Leave me alone type of thing. Or they're gonna see right through him as well. To be honest, I think he just cares about himself. And I think because you stand up to him, if you do stand up to him, I think he doesn't like that. So, like, if you hold up your guard or you just say, look, I'm not putting up with your shit, I'm not perceiving to what you want me to do. He's a very tricky, deceptive type of person. So, he's only going to cause you more stress and more indecisiveness in the future if you do like hang out with him. But I don't think you guys are going to get back together. Like, I don't think he actually wants like to be with you in a relationship any longer. You know? Well, I'm not gonna answer 50 questions, sweetheart. But you know, okay, sweetheart, take care. Yeah, that's the thing. He's like not wanting to. He's not wanting to. All right, Marcia, take care, sweetie. You know, he's not gonna commit to you 100%. If he's already doing the things he's doing now, that's your sign right there. You know. So how you been, Scorpio? Been busy? Working 3 jobs, you said. Let me see what you said here. Been working 2 to 3 jobs, saving up for it. I saw you post up on the other place. It's good to I saw you doing your thing. Yeah. That's good. I've been on here a lot more. You know, I've been trying to do a little bit of Instagram, a little bit of YouTube, back and forth. Yeah, I saw that. That's nice. I love waffles. That's good. I'm glad it's going good for you. You know, things change. I know that, you know, it's just the way it is. And trimming major pounds of greenness. Nice. That's good. It is nothing wrong with working multiple jobs to get ahead and to do what you have to do. As long as you have the time to do it and the energy to do it, then there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that. Yeah, you're still living in the camper. Oh, that's cool. Hey, there's nothing wrong with that too. It's less maintenance than a house. 2 o'clock in the morning last night. My parents, they live like right on the roadside, so there's a wall that separates my mom and dad's house, you know, from the road. And somebody, I guess they were drunk or slept on the wheel. I have no idea. Um, they smashed the wall, and the pieces of the wall went towards the house, almost broke the AC, almost like put dents in the wall, and there was like tons of rocks and pieces of the wall all over the yard. So my mom called me all upset because when she heard the loud bang, she looked outside the window and she said she saw the car flipped upside down. And she said she got so scared that she didn't want to go outside, which I don't blame her, you know, because the people could have been drunk, could have said, hey, old lady, go back in your damn house, you know, whatever. So I'm glad she didn't do that because I always tell her, look, don't go outside. You know, people are crazy. So my mom's the type of person, you hit my fucking wall, you know, but she won't say fuck, but, you know, she hit my damn wall, you know, who the hell's going to pay for this? That's our first question, you know, guaranteed. So anyway, she called me like 10 this morning and told me about it, all upset. And my dad, he's like, you know, he was in bed. He was like, look, don't go out there, leave those people alone. You know, let the police deal with it. We'll deal with it in the morning. So when they went out there this morning, they saw like all this shit all over the yard. So then I finally made it there because I was working. So I finally made it there like 5:36. I went down there to look at it. I told my dad and my mom, leave everything the way it is. I'm going to take pictures and I'm going to take a video. So that way, and we can tell the police, look, there was an accident here. You guys obviously came, saw it. The ambulance came, the fire truck came. This is the date. This is what the damage that's been done. Yeah, she's a Capricorn, so she don't play. My dad's a little more quiet, but my mom would have been out there. If she was younger, she would have been out there at 2 o'clock in the morning and told those people, you better leave me your name and number. I want your license plate number. You ain't leaving here about damaging my wall. So now, guess who has to fix the wall? Me. So I have to build the wall back up. It's like about maybe 5 feet by 3 feet. So it's not a big wall. It's not that much to fix, but I had to pick up like all the rocks off the ground, off the grass, check for damage. It's not easy, but I'm glad my parents are okay, and I'm glad the house is okay because like the rock that came, like the wall, the pieces from the wall, the bricks, like when they hit the wall, it went right to the AC in the corner, like because it's like pretty much like 15 feet. So the person hit the wall so hard that the pieces of the wall went in the corner, like and like went right to the AC and almost destroyed the AC. Thank God it didn't, But I'm glad she didn't go outside because I told her, I said, look, don't do that shit. Just stay inside, Let me deal with it. So now I have to like call somebody to find out, if how to go about it, how to deal with it, and get somebody to pay me to fix it. Because I'm not doing that shit for free, even though it's my parents' wall. But they broke it, they're gonna fix it. So I told my parents, I know you want me to fix this wall right away, because I know how you are, but I'm not touching this wall until, even though I took pictures and stuff, it doesn't matter. I need the person's name, and their number, and I need them to come see me. And I'm going to say, hey, see this? You did this. I'm going to fix it. Here's the estimate for fixing it. You need to give me half now and half when I'm finished. You understand? So if you don't do it, I call the police, And I'm actually probably going to call the police to come down there anyway. Oh yeah, I am gonna. There's only gonna be one estimate, mine, and she's gonna pay whoever it is. They're gonna pay. Oh yeah, yeah. I know how much it's gonna cost and how much it's worth. And I rather do it anyway because I don't want nobody touching my parents' wall. I'm gonna do it myself. I know how to do it. So I'll probably get my cousin to help me, give him a hustle. But I'm not touching that wall. I told my parents I'm not touching it until I actually, get a down payment for doing it. Hey Cecilia, how you doing? You're new. Welcome here. Good to see you. Yeah, well, if they dispute it and get an estimate, they can get it done themselves. See, if they get an estimate and they pay somebody to do it, I'm gonna still be there and watch the person do it, even if they hire somebody. Like, say if they have like a company that they know that will do it for them, I'll allow it. It's not a problem. But I'm gonna sit there and make sure it gets done properly because I know what I'm doing. So, as long as it gets fixed, I don't mind. That comes out of their pocket, not mine. So if I don't have to do it, it's even better for me because I don't feel like doing it. Milk tea, how you doing? I'm doing good, thanks. Just give me a sec here. Just give me a second. I gotta respond to my sister's text here. Give me a second. All right, cool. Just had to text her. If you have another estimate, they can say you gouged them. Yeah, I'm sure they could, but at the end of the day, they gotta do it regardless. Hey, Kelly, how you doing? Oh, thank you very much. I appreciate that. Good to know you're good. Milk tea, I'm answering questions by donations, but I'm only doing free messages, one card messages. But if you're asking questions, then you gotta pay for those. Yeah, I'm gonna try my best, Scorpio, to get these people to hurry up and get it done. So yeah, I'll be around. Sure, I should be. See my dog? She's making all that noise in the background. She's acting crazy as usual. Oh, this dog, I tell you. Yeah, I'm only answering questions by PayPal, and I do give like free messages. That's it. No free questions. Yeah, she's in the background huffing and puffing for no reason. Sometimes I wonder why she huff and puffs. No, I'm from Bermuda. Stop. Yeah, I haven't been fishing lately, no, but I've been eating fish. Yeah. Yeah. I'm from Bermuda. I've been here all my life. Yeah. I don't know if you know where Bermuda is, but it's right off the east coast of New York and Boston. It's a little island in the ocean. All right. Milk tea, let's see what we got for you. Not the Bermuda Triangle. All right. Milk tea. I got think before you speak. You will find more information soon. And your ex might be thinking of you. So that's the messages that I got for you. Yeah. Well, the Bermuda Triangle exists, Fishermen have tons of stories. Me, I live here. I never experienced anything in the ocean. Thanks, Scorpio. I appreciate it. Let me know if you want to answer any questions or anything. You're welcome. Kelly, yeah, sure, you can have a card. This is actually my deck. I have 3 decks, and what I do is I pull 3 cards as a message because one is like kind of cheap, you know. Oh, really? Yeah, you can come to Bermuda anytime. I'll be your tour guide. Hi, Dana. How you doing? Thank you for subscribing. I appreciate it. Yeah, Snapper is the best. I'm doing great. Thank you. Okay, Cecilia, thanks. I'll do your question next. Thanks, sweetheart. I appreciate that. I'll give you a message if you want, but thank you. All right. What I got here, Kelly, is don't give stupid people your energy. I just finished talking about that to other people. Spend time with family and friends that are important to you. And most of all, take a social media break. You resonate with that one? That's good. Okay. Cecilia, you said, do you see a future with me and my Gemini love interest? Oh boy. You know, once you go Gemini, you can't deny. Yes, this is I have my own decks. I made 3 of them. You might see other readers use them. It's for sale anyway. It's always available to buy at makeplayingcards.com. Yeah, I have a few decks. I have 3. Hey, Spacey. What's up, sweetheart? Hugs and kisses to you. Well, I'm an Aquarius, so, you know. Yes, great to see you here, sweetheart. Thank you for blessing me with your presence. Air sign people are, you know, very nice people, you know. Sometimes they're crazy. But Aquarius and Gemini is a pretty good match, though. So they say. Astrology says that, but you know, I've never really like dated a Gemini. If you go to my about section on my page here, if you go to the about section, it says makeplayingcards.com. So you can just click on that link and just type in Marky Mark's Tarot, and you'll see all 3 of my decks. All right, Cecilia. Yeah, no problem, sweetheart. Okay, you're welcome, Caddy. Thanks for coming by. Yeah, I'll be here tomorrow. I should be. Yeah, Oda's a sweetheart. She's like my older sister. She's something else. The other day, she came in my live, gave me a gift, and disappeared. I ain't seen her since. I'm like, this woman. All right, let me focus here on Cecilia. All right, Gemini. Oh boy. Okay. As far as you and him, you're welcome, sweetheart. As far as you and him, Cecilia, I feel like this guy, he feels like you're a gain in his life. He feels like, you know, he expects things to be good. And I think that you may doubt him or be suspicious of him sometime. You might have like some reasonable fear if how things are gonna go because of maybe the way he acts or the way he is. He might be very impulsive or conceited, or sometimes like he might like dispute with you or argue with you because most Gemini people I know, they kind of like, I know it all, and you just got to get over yourself and just listen to me because I know everything. Not all Geminis are the same. Not saying that all Geminis do that, but some Gemini men can be very, you know, they can be know-it-alls and they can dispute with anybody and they're trying to, they make a lot of mistakes and they do things. But how things are going to go between you and this person, I would say that it pretty much depends on him. I feel like you're open and ready to be with him and be around him and to make things, better. But the thing is I think that his personal life, like maybe he has debts to pay, maybe he's selfish, maybe he's envious of other people, or maybe he has debts to pay. So because of that, I think that it holds him back from getting into a serious relationship with you. Um, but I feel like he expects things to get better. I feel like he has some ideas that he's ran by you. Um, if he's asking you for money, then watch out for that because maybe he's trying to use some money to pay off things, or I don't know if he has something to pay off where that might be really bothering him. So as far as a future with you and him, it pretty much depends on his personal life. Because a lot of men, they're not multi-talent, they're not multitaskers. They're not gonna like have a girlfriend or a wife and they can't do with the kids, they can't cook at the same time, they can't do this, they can't do that, or listen, babe, look, I have to pay off my debts and then I'll marry you. Or I have to pay off all this stuff and then we'll see how things go. Or, leave me alone, I gotta do that, I gotta do that. Oh, he's not asking for money, that's good. Not, but if he has money issues or he's trying to pay up or spend money on something, then I think that's like gonna hold him back from like being with you in a serious future relationship. Like I don't see it getting better, and I keep getting that the problem is him. Like he may not know what direction he's going in, and I think the only thing on his mind is money. And maybe he's like has a job that he wants to like get, but he's not sure if he's gonna get it yet, or maybe the job he's in, he needs to get more skill and more things. So to answer your question, the future between you and him depends on him. I feel like you're ready. You're ready to be, in a future with him because he's your love interest. But the thing is it really depends on him and how he sees you in the future. And I don't see it getting better, between you guys. I just see the it all depends on him. So if you support him, then I think it'll last and it'll get better. But just remember that, when you do, when you're in a relationship with someone, I feel like people forget why people are in a relationship with someone or what true love is. So I try not to discourage people when I see, cards that don't tell me they're going to be in love with the person and they're not together. That's not for me to say, but it always depend a good relationship depends on 100% from each person. So if you're giving him 100% and he's not, then how is it going to work? Then you could say, well, he can't give me 100% right now, but I'll give him the benefit of the doubt and support him and show him that I'm here for him. But we'll see how it goes. how much can you take? How much can you deal with? How far it goes depends really on how much time and effort he's gonna give you. It's like when you get married to somebody, for sickness and in health, for rich or for poor. People don't even say that shit no more. They don't even care about that. When a marriage doesn't work, divorce next. They don't care about the vows they made. Who gives a shit about that, right? I've had a woman tell me that marriage is just a piece of paper, and that's why she's not married no more. I had to say that under my breath. But yeah. So I think it totally depends on him in the future where you go, Cecilia. So if you show him support, you show him, that you're there, got his back, then I think it'll work. You're welcome, sweetheart. No problem. And just remember, Gemini men, they can be like that. Yeah, the men and women. I agree with you, Scorpio, but I have a lot of good Gemini friends. I'm not going to lie. There's good and bad in every sign, and there's good and bad in everything. You just got to find the good in the person or the good in the thing, right? It's just the way it is. It's life. Yeah, at time, people are married for years. People are married for months. It's just how much you can take, how much you can give, how much, you're willing to tolerate, how much patience you have. I think relationships are very difficult. It's a 24/7, job, task, whatever you want to call it. So it really depends. And nowadays it's super difficult because you have so much social media pressure and so much people that are like, on social media saying, why do we need men? Why do we need this? And why do we need that? Well, I guess you forget who made you, stupid. But, I can't stand seeing things like that. It aggravates the hell out of me. You're welcome. And thank you for the donation. I appreciate it. Thanks for the support. We always do things that way. Yeah, sometimes it's best to be like that, I'm only answering questions for donations, but I'll give you a general message from my deck. I pull 3 cards. If you want, you can just ask the question in your mind and I'll pull 3 cards and see if I can answer it. But I do give free general messages to everyone. Well, serenity of the soul. You say I say Gemini speak like they know everything, but you sound more arrogant and whatever than them. Well, that's the thing, you can judge me however you want. I really don't care. But it's my opinion. So see, you're getting you're getting flustered because I'm having an opinion. See, this is what people like you don't understand. It's an opinion. It's my experience with Gemini people. And I said in the same breath that not everybody is the same. Okay? And I'm far from arrogant. Okay? So don't come in here and judge me. The fuck out of my room. No time for that shit. Come here and talk shit to me. This is why I can't stand people who can't take someone's opinion. Fuck out of here. You think you're talking to? People got a lot of nerve coming in here and telling me what I should say on my channel. You don't like it? Just keep going. You don't get that? Hey, Mars. I don't put up with no shit. Trust me. I'm far from arrogant. Don't call me arrogant. I help so many people and I'm a joker. You can't handle my room? Get up. I'm not here to entertain you. You don't like my opinions, that's your problem. Yeah. But that's the way people are. People can't handle that. You know? If somebody says, oh, Aquarius men are all assholes, I'll be like, okay, well, that's your opinion. That's your opinion. I don't think I'm an asshole, so whatever. I'm not going to sit there and come in your live and talk shit to you. Whatever. All right, Dana, I'll give you a message. It's amazing. All right. Dana, you might have no communication with someone at the moment, or you want communication from someone, but they're not communicating with you. Next time you complain, count your blessings. And remember, life is too short. Go and have some sex. Why not? These are general oracle messages. Yeah, well, that's the thing. There's always, everybody is a keyboard warrior, behind their computer, but they won't say shit to me in my face. So it's all good. You're welcome, Dana. If anybody else wants a general message, let me know. Or if you want to ask a question, you have to donate. Yeah, the last one is good advice. Yes. Mm-hmm. I go on TikTok a lot just to see funny videos and stuff, right? So I usually don't comment on people's things because I know how people get, like that other person that was in here. So it's like you can't even joke or anything anymore because anybody who jokes or says their opinion is like automatically you're a bad person. Like the world is so sensitive these days. It's so hilarious. That's why I kind of stay off of social media because sometimes even if you say something that you think or whatever your advice, even if you like, it's all about who you like too. So if you like somebody that someone doesn't like, you automatically become like, this bad person because you like something. It was like when I was younger, I was really passionate about my sports teams and things like that. Now I'm older, I don't really like, argue or fight or dispute with anybody because I realize that, it doesn't make sense. Your team wins, your team loses, it's life. But when I was younger, I was so passionate about it that I would want to fight somebody or I want to like tell them off and get all flustered and things like that. But I realized that, the world is much different now. People are very opinionated, stupid, and they like love to start arguments for no reason. You can't say nothing to nobody because you're like the worst person in the world. I'm like, wow. And it's always poor judgments that people have, They always sit there and judge people all the time. Hey Val, how you doing? It really it doesn't piss me off anymore, to be honest. I try not to get like mad or anything like that. As long as they don't get personal, I won't roast them. Cause like, people are just like that. How you doing? Yeah, they take it so seriously, which I don't get anymore. Like I just don't understand how people, take things so seriously, man. And it's like, what are you going on about now? So what? I'm not allowed to have an opinion. So I didn't say nothing about your opinion, but you can say whatever. You can say whatever you want about me, though. Am I gonna hear from the dentist tomorrow? And is he going to be able to help me? All right, let me check, y'all. I don't think you're gonna hear from him tomorrow, no. And if you do, I don't think he's gonna be able to help you tomorrow. But let's check. Tomorrow is what? Tuesday, right? Yeah. I feel like he's gonna call you on Wednesday. You might hear from him on Wednesday, and let's see if he will help you. Well, if you hear from him, I don't know if he's going to be able to help you right away, if that's what you want. Like if you're wanting to be helped right away, I don't think he's going to help you like right away. But I'm getting like by Friday, I think that he'll by the end of this week. So from now until Friday, he'll be able to help you for sure. And I feel like, you might not feel very well afterwards. But I think that he'll be able to help you for sure by Friday. Even if you hear from him tomorrow, I still don't think that you'll get anything done until the end of the week. But just to be like, just I don't like to give specific things like dates and things like that. But from what the cards is telling me is like he's gonna help you, but he might not be able to like fit you in until maybe Thursday or Friday. But I feel like by the end of the week, he'll definitely help you. Whether or not he'll be able to save the tooth, well, maybe. I don't know. I don't think he's gonna be able to save it, but it's possible, but I think he has to check it. Without him being in your energy physically, like it's hard to determine those things. But from what I see, he's gonna be able to help you before Friday. He might not be able to save the tooth, but if he does, that'll be good. But I think he has to analyze. You're welcome. Hey, Rhoda, how you doing, sweetie? You all right? Let me just check something real quick. Good to see you too, sweetheart. You doing good? That's good. You're welcome. Yeah, PayPal is different in a lot of ways. Um, and sometimes I think that depending on where you are, more tax gets taken out, you know? Yeah, unfortunately, I can't deal with Cash App because I live in Bermuda, so it's only an American thing, I think. I don't know if it's Canada too, but I know it's America only, United States only, if I'm correct. But I know I tried to get Cash App because a lot of people were saying, "Mark, you got to get Cash App." I'm like, I can't. I wish I could, but even PayPal, I already told everybody I have issues with that. I can't send the PayPal money that I earn to my account. Yeah, they charge to send money. Yeah, yep, it's all changed. So sometimes when people send me the $10 that I ask for a question, I'll only get $9 and I think 13 cents or something like that. But if they ask you to pay the difference, then I'll get the whole $10, which I don't really care anyway. So it's all good. I don't really, not gonna sit here and be like, you only sent me 9.13. you know, I'm not gonna do it. Like I'm not like that. I really don't care. It doesn't bother me. Yeah, that's what I mean. So if you want to send me $10, you have to pay 10.99. It's weird. And if I like when I used to collect the money from PayPal, I would have to send it all to my friend in the United States. I'd send it to her, and just me sending her the money. Like say if I sent her $400 so she could send me the money, I'm gonna lose almost $100 in that transfer because by me sending her the 400, I have to pay like maybe $40, right? Just to send her the money. So that's 360 when she gets it. And then when she sends it to me, right? When it was Western Union, I think it was $26 that I lost just to go collect the money, just for her to send. But now MoneyGram, it sends for free. Like you can just send them the money and you're not really paying nothing. I think it's like I think MoneyGram now is like $5. Yeah, well, what it is you're making money on their platform, so they have to make money some way. That's the only way they're gonna make money is if they tax you. You have to pay a fee, and because they know I'm in Bermuda, they're like, well, you're not based in America, so you're gonna have to pay, buddy. So now I don't do that anymore. What I do is the money I make on PayPal, I use that to buy things online. Like today, I used some of the PayPal money that I make on here to go buy a new deck. So it's all good. Because a lot of websites that you buy things from, they have a PayPal link. So I just press the PayPal link and pay with my PayPal balance. So whatever I make goes right back into everything. So it's all good. This isn't my life, like I've already explained. I have my own business, so this is something that I do, and I love, and I'll continue to do, and have been doing for years. It's just the forms of payment are very difficult to deal with, but it's all good. I don't really, not gonna like dwell on it and be like, oh my God, my life is ending, because I'm not accepting I'm not gonna. I feel like it's a waste of money for me to get the cash and lose $100 when I can just keep it and spend it on things that I like. Like, oh, there's pretty hats you see in the background and these clothes, and I can just go on a website and buy stuff and then get it sent here, and that's it. And I don't lose any money. Makes sense, right? If anybody wants a oracle message from my deck, just let me know. I'll give you one. If not, I'm gonna head out in a few minutes. So I gotta go work tomorrow. Yeah, so I finally realized that I can use PayPal to pay for things online. So, you know, yeah, treat myself. But I've been buying things that I really need. Like for instance, Home Depot. We don't have Home Depot here. We have our own Home Depot. Bermuda has our own franchises. We don't have American franchises. So, if I need tools or anything for my job, for my business, like the other day, I ordered this Makita toolbox that they don't have here. So I ordered it online and paid with it with my PayPal. So I don't have to use my own credit card or my own bank account. I can use the money I make off of here to buy things. So at the end of the day, I still use the money for myself and for things that I need. So it all benefits me at the end of the day. So good. But during COVID times, when I couldn't work at people's houses with my original business, my maintenance business. I couldn't go nowhere. So I had to make money on here. So what I did was I would make money. Once I got a certain amount of money, I would take it out, cash in, lose $100 just to get the cash. And, I found that was kind of the worst thing I did. So I was like, you know what? I'm not losing $100 every month just by getting the money transferred here. I'm just going to use this money to buy things, get what I need, and I'll be perfectly fine. And that's how it worked out. And the good thing about PayPal is I can go to other readers that I like and give them a donation, or I can send anybody in here money, really. If you have a PayPal account, I can send you something or give you a gift or something like that. And that's what I've been doing a lot of times. I go into other readers' rooms, see how they are. I did that today. I went into this new person's room I met. Garden of Spiritual Tarot, I think her name is. Very nice person. Treated me with respect. Welcomed me into her room. I got a reading from her. She was spot on. And, that's something I like to do, is spread the wealth, spread the, people, we all need money. We all doing this, people need money. I like to help everybody and just do whatever I have to do. So it all benefits me at the end of the day and benefits people that have a PayPal account. I wish I was living in the States so I can have all the other things like Cash App and Vimeo, whatever you call those places. So everybody can, use their source of payment. And then sometimes PayPal acts crazy. It doesn't want to send the payments because you're from out of state or out of country. I've been to some websites where you want to pay by PayPal, and they're like, well, we can't accept your PayPal because you live in Bermuda. Like my PayPal is, everybody has to put like their credit card or their debit card on it, as a backup. So because my credit card is based in Bermuda, it's like, oh, well, you have a PayPal account. We have a PayPal option, but because you live in that country and you don't live in the United States, we can't accept your PayPal. So that makes no sense to me at all. And I had an argument with a hat place, and I emailed them. I talked to them. I actually had a live chat with one of the people, and I said, look, this is ridiculous. I have a PayPal account, and I have, if I were to go to your store, if I were to leave Bermuda, get on a plane, visit your store live in person, and pay with my credit card, it'll work, right? Yes, sir, we understand that. So why the hell does it work not online? What's the difference if I come to your store physically and me paying for it online? So I can call you or call the store and say, hey, look, this is my credit card number, blah, 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 blah. This is the expiry date. This is the code on the back. Okay, I want those hats right there. Bang, bang, bang. So what's the difference? And they never answered my question and gave me any type of, a decent answer. It didn't make no sense. I was so mad. I was like, I ordered from this place 3 times already, no problem. All of a sudden, I get this email saying your order is canceled because of your destination. And I'm like, what the hell are you talking about? I immediately called their line and nobody answered. Then I emailed it. Then I live chatted with them, and they were like, look, because you live in Bermuda, we don't accept the payments from there. And I'm like, but I can go to your store in Boston or in Atlanta or wherever your store is located and buy things from it with my credit card or my debit card. Yeah, exactly. The money's there. But that's why, people get PayPal accounts. So that way they can pay for things without using their credit card, because the money, it's like a bank, you're putting your money's there. So it's just getting transferred. So what's the difference? It doesn't make, yeah, it makes no sense. But there's a few places now in America that does that. I can name a few, but I'm not going to do that on here. That's, I don't want to bash nobody's business, because that's their law, that's their way, that's their, I respect whatever they want, but I think it's the stupidest thing in the world. But like I said to the lady, like, I can walk into your store today when I get off the plane and pay with my credit card, and it's from Bermuda. So what's the difference? But oh well, they're like, whatever. Sorry, Mark, we can't do that. Yeah, but I ordered from you last month. Go check your thing. So if you accepted my money last month, what's the difference this month? I even asked them, what other option do I have? Because I really want to buy stuff from your website. And they gave me no answer. They never even emailed me back. They didn't give a shit. Because I was in Bermuda, they were like, the hell with you. But what makes me mad and what makes me like annoyed is everybody cries. Not everybody. Like, businesses cry about, they don't have enough business. They wish they had more clients. They wish they had more sales. Their business might be closing down. And then when you give them business, they don't take it because you're from out of state or you're from out of country. That don't make no sense. But if I come to your shop physically and pay with my credit card, it'll work. Because we all have Visas and MasterCards, right? So what's the difference? Isn't that what a credit card's for? To use all over the world. I've been all over the world and used my credit card and had no problem. And Bermuda is literally right next to the United States. So, I don't see what the problem is. But hey, that's their policy. Unfortunately, it sucks. But, yeah, it's poor customer service. But I actually found other websites that sell hats and things that I like, because I really like my hats and stuff. And I found a new website from YouTube. This guy was saying, "Look, go check this site." Because I asked this guy I say, I'm from Bermuda, and Bermuda's international, so we have to. Does this place accept international payments? And the guy was like, "Yeah, man, yeah, no problem. They accept it. Trust me." And I'm like, "Okay." And this place is actually better than the place that I was trying to get hats from. So I was like, oh, well, it's a win-win situation. But it's crazy. Like, for instance, Kohl's, right? You guys know Kohl's. We don't have Kohl's here. Like I said, we don't have no American places except for KFC. So I really like Kohl's. When I go to Boston, I go to Kohl's all the time because they really have good deals. Walmart, all those places. So I said, you know what? I haven't ordered from Kohl's ever. I'm going to try and order from there and see what they have. So I went on there today, and I said, let me see if they'll accept, payments or whatever. So I went on Kohl's. I picked out 2 things, Went to the checkout, and I tried to pay with PayPal, and they said they can't do it. But you have the option right there. But it says cannot do it because of zip code. So it means Bermuda, right? So then I said, okay, well, I really want this stuff, and my stuff will get shipped to Delaware now. Doesn't get shipped to New Jersey. See, in Bermuda, we pay $20 a month, and there's a place here called Mailboxes, and you have like a post office box in Delaware, and first it was New Jersey, now they've changed it. So when I buy things, you have a shipping and billing, right? So my billing is Bermuda, and my shipping will be Delaware. So when the things get to Delaware, they ship it to Bermuda. So then they call me and say, hey, your package is here. I go pick it up. And I pay, obviously, tax on it, and, customs and all that type of shit. It's a shit show just to get something, right? I've already explained this on here before. So anyway, I went on Kohl's. I ordered this stuff, and it said, you can't order with PayPal. So I punched in my credit card, and it accepted my credit card but didn't accept the PayPal. So that was totally opposite. You don't accept my PayPal because I'm my zip code and I'm from Bermuda. But I pay with my credit card from Bermuda. And it said, thanks, your order is done. Email you when we ship it to you. And I'm like, cool. Does it take extra long? No. It takes about maybe 5 to 7 days, which is not bad. Yeah. It's just like that sports place, Dick's Sporting Goods. That's another place that has a lot of sports stuff that I like. And they always have good deals, and I always go there when I go to Atlanta. Went on there, the same thing. Sorry, your PayPal is in another country. We can't accept it. So then I punched in my credit card from Bermuda, and it worked. And they sent it to me, no problem. Yeah, it's not bad. It takes like, it's like UPS and FedEx. It only takes like maybe 5 to 5 working days, and it'll be here. So if I order something today, it'll probably be here by Saturday. And if not Saturday, it'll probably be here like on next Monday or next Tuesday. It's not bad. No, I don't mind waiting. I'm not in a rush for anything like that. So it doesn't matter. But it's very annoying. Like places like Home Depot, they accept my PayPal, no problem. Some of these hat places like Lids, Fanatics, or a lot of places that I order from, they all, they stay. All my sports teams places, they all accept the PayPal, no problem. Amazon is different. Amazon, they don't accept PayPal. You have to pay by credit card, but they do accept my Bermuda credit card, no problem. And they don't deliver. Amazon doesn't deliver to my home. They're going to deliver to Delaware, and then Delaware will deliver the package here through mailboxes. So I wish Amazon would take PayPal payments, because I would get a lot more things off of Amazon. But Amazon does accept Bermuda credit card, no problem. But when you go to the checkout, it'll say pay in Bermuda dollars, and it'll be like $1 and something more. Just so if it's $19.99, it'll probably be $21.19 or something like that. So you're gonna pay like an extra $1 and a bit because it's Bermudian money. But Bermudian money and American money is the same. Like the dollar is the same. Like if you're American and you have only American money, you can spend American money here. It doesn't matter. Yeah, they don't accept. I wish they did though. That's one downfall of Amazon is they don't accept PayPal. But if they did, I'd be so happy. But hopefully one day they will. I don't know. Maybe like those companies have conflict with each other. I don't know how it works. Like, I don't know. Hey, Rashima, how you doing? So yeah, Amazon is very quick because Amazon, like today I ordered a deck of cards. So today is Monday. It says it'll be there Wednesday. So when it's in Delaware on Wednesday, I'll get like a message saying you have a package in Delaware ready to get sent to Bermuda. So then from Wednesday to Saturday I'll probably get it. Or if it's not Saturday, it'll be Monday. So it's still not a big deal. It's still not bad. It's better, ordering things online right now is a benefit because if you get a plane ticket, a hotel room for a couple of days or a week, it's going to cost you a fortune. It's going to cost you a fortune. Then if you rent a car and eat there for a week, you're going to spend thousands of dollars. I mean, you can just stay the heck home and do what you got to do. Yeah, exactly. It's even worse. Will you please answer a question for me? My questions are all by donations, whatever you want to give. So if you want to donate for a question, I will answer it for you. But if you don't want to pay for a question, then I can give you a general message. Yeah, when I used to go to Atlanta, I used to rent a car, rent an apartment, ticket, and tickets for the game. So that in itself was a lot of money. But back then it was a lot cheaper. Like 20 years ago was cheaper. But now it's ridiculous. Now, I can't go to the United States anyway because I'm unvaccinated. So that apparently is a crime too, because we can't, we're not allowed to do what you want with our bodies. So the law right now is I can't go to the United States because I'm unvaccinated. The only way I can go to the United States if I get a shot. And I refuse to get that because I don't need to go to the United States. I don't need to go there. I live in Bermuda. I'm going to stay here until people wake up and realize that shit don't work. So, but that's my opinion. Yeah, I don't blame you. And a lot of people are, it's just like anything in life. You choose what you put in your body. Don't tell me what to do. And if you don't want me to come to the United States because I'm unvaccinated, then to hell with you. I'll stay right here in my beautiful island in the sun. And I'll just order from your country and bring things in that I need. So screw you. Okay. That's how I feel. All right, Rashima, let's see what you have here. I don't blame you, Scorpio. Don't blame you. Okay, Rashima, your first card is spend time with family and friends that are important to you. Investigate the person you are dealing with. And laugh at your haters and give them more to hate on. Amen. I love that. Yeah, so some people are mad at me because I didn't get it, but I really don't care. You'll get over it. Another thing is I don't really like to talk about it on here anyway because people get all huffy and puffy about it. But, it's my choice. If you get it, I really don't care. I'm not going to look at you different. You're welcome, sweetheart. No problem. The thing is everybody has a choice. You stick to your choices and don't go against your choices. If you believe in something, believe in something. That's like somebody telling me you can't believe in Jesus no more and you can't say Jesus on here anymore. Somebody told me that, I'll be like, to hell with you. I'm going to say whatever I want. I think that the government and people all around are, making us do things we don't want to do. Like, who are you to tell me what to do? You're out of your mind or something. Thank you, Rashima. I appreciate that. Yeah, exactly. I agree. Exactly, Val. That's the thing. It's a touchy subject to a lot of people, but I don't mind. I'm very open and honest about how I feel about things in general anyway. But being vaccinated or unvaccinated shouldn't determine who you are, what you're doing, how you feel, where you're going. That's the stupidest thing I've ever. This is the probably the dumbest last 2 years I've ever seen people act, and people judging you, people disrespecting you. You can't do anything without somebody like telling you to do something or telling you how you should feel or how you should think or what you should like and what you don't like. When people start talking like that to me, I ignore them. I'm like, yo, whatever you say, I'm still gonna think the way I am. You're not gonna change my mind, you know? Exactly. But I think it's ridiculous how you don't allow, like, if the economy, so like I live in Bermuda, and Bermuda is just as bad as anyone else's government. I'm not saying Bermuda is the best place in the world. I Because I live here, I don't put Bermuda on a pedestal. We have our faults like everybody else, you know? Yeah, exactly. And that's another thing, Scorpio, that's fucked up. It ended a lot of people's careers, so they had to do different things. But some people benefited from it, some people don't. But they all did it on purpose to make people, make things worse for people. And that's what they succeeded to do, and they succeeded it. But only the strong survive in the world anyway. But my whole opinion on this, you can't come to America if you're unvaccinated. So if you're the land of the free and home of the brave, why are you doing that then? So your whole country is going against what it lives and dies by. Am I right or am I wrong? So that doesn't make any sense. And you're telling us to get something that doesn't even work. How does it work? Tell me. What has it done? It hasn't killed the virus. It's still out there. It's actually pretty bad. And if people were actually smart, which a lot of people aren't, and the really smart people, I know some people didn't have a choice because they didn't want to lose their jobs. I respect that. Whatever you want to do is your choice. I've never said, and I never will say that vaccinated people are, dumb or whatever. You do things because you have to do things. That's fine. I understand that. Say if you're a school teacher and you work so hard to be a school teacher all your life. Say you're like, a school teacher that's been, you don't want to change your profession because of the vaccine, and you had to get a vaccine in order to teach. I understand that. That's something that I understand. Some people's bodies are different. Some people's bodies are going to react to it bad. Some people's bodies are going to react to it in a good way. Hey, Ocean, how are you, sweetheart? Yeah, exactly. And never got the flu. And you know something crazy about that, Scorpio? Hey, Marcia, yes. Um, you know something about that? My sister used to say that every time she took her kids to the clinic to get a flu shot, the doctors claimed that, they're not going to get the flu. But a month or two later, they got the flu. So how does this work again? Remind me how stupid this is again. So that don't make no sense. So I've never gotten the flu shot, and I couldn't tell you the last time I did get it. If I did get it, I was young and I didn't. It was against my will. But I don't remember ever getting shots, and I'm in perfectly fine. But if people, I'm getting back to what I was going to say. If people are really smart, you are what you eat. Have you ever heard that saying? You are what you eat. So if you eat shit food, you drink shit, then you're going to feel like shit. It's that simple. If you eat better, or because somebody tells you that oranges are good for you, doesn't mean you eat 20 of them a day, moron. It means that it might be good for you. It might not be good for you. It might not be good. It doesn't, you have to, putting things in your body is a trial and tribulation. It's a thing. So for me right now, as I got older, I'm 45, and as I got older, I realized I couldn't eat spicy things with tomatoes, things with acid, couldn't drink soda no more because I got acid reflux really bad. And ever since I have eliminated those things out of my diet, I have never gotten acid reflux ever since. And with the help of real nurses and people that are in the medical field that come on here that I won't mention, but they are very good friends of mine. And they said, Mark, eat yogurt, eat probiotic yogurt, and it helps with your system, and it helps with acid reflux. So I did that, and it all went away. And I still eat probiotic yogurt maybe once every 3 days or once a week because I really don't like yogurt. I really don't like the taste of it. But I finally found a mango one that I really like, so I eat that. So with the help of trustworthy people, I eliminated some of my problems. But I used to drink Pepsi every day. And then I drank it so much that I got so sick. I had so much acid reflux that it'll wake me up during the night and I'll be like, not wanting to go back to sleep because I'm thinking I'm going to die from. And I'm thinking, what the hell is this? So they're like, Mark, you drink too much Pepsi, bro. You can't drink that shit no more. Yeah. I never knew yogurt was actually good for acid reflux, the probiotic one. But hey, you learn something every day. I'm not a know-it-all, like I said, Some people come in here and say that, I'm arrogant or whatever. But anyway. Yeah, I think you told me that last time we had this conversation, or somebody told me that. Freezing the yogurt into ice cream. Yeah. You told me herbology, plants for everything we need. Yeah, exactly. Scorpio, exactly. Yeah. And I remember when I had acid reflux, my sister and my mom pressured me so much to go to the doctor. And I'm like, look, I'm not going to no damn doctor. All I got to do is eat this probiotic yogurt, drink Gatorade, water, keep myself hydrated, and stay away from this shit that I'm eating, and I'll be perfectly fine. So like, please go to the doctor, man. I said, okay, fine, I'm going to go to the doctor. Went to the doctor, this stupid lady. She was the dumbest doctor I've ever known in my life. And I'm like, this is why I don't go to doctors, because they think they're trying to con you for money. So she was like, oh, this is how much your visit is. You should really go to the hospital and get yourself checked. I said, I'm not going to the hospital. I'm paying you to check me right now. If it's a problem, I'll leave. I'll go to another doctor. No, that's okay. So I had to put her in her place because she thinks she was going to tell me what to do. But that's what they do. They try to tell weak people what to do so they can run your life and do whatever and use you as a guinea pig. Because at the end of the day, they don't really care about you like that. Some do, but majority of them don't. I could see this woman didn't give a shit. So anyway, she was like, oh, your blood pressure's fine. Your heart rate's fine. Go on the scale, weigh yourself. Okay, yes, blah, blah, blah. What do you think gave it to you? And I said, yeah, I ate some bad food. I drink soda. She goes, oh, that's a no-no. I said, yeah, I already know this. I'm only here because my mom and sister pressured me to come here. I really don't give a shit about what you got to say. Anyway, she goes, okay, well, I can give you some pills, and I'm like, okay, cool. So I paid for the pills, came home. So I took the pills for maybe 3 days and I got worse. I almost fainted outside. And I was working. I felt like really bad. And I was only taking one a day. And on the third day, I even took the one at night. And it actually made me feel sick at night. So I'm like, I'm not taking this shit no more. And it was a little ass pill. And I was like, after the fourth day, I was like, I ain't taking this shit no more. I took them and I threw them in the trash. I'm like, I'm not putting this shit in my body. This is worse than how I felt before. So then that's when I had the conversation online with a few people, and they're like, look, just eat probiotic yogurt, a lot of water, a lot of Gatorade, try and eat some crackers and, light things, stuff like that. So eventually, since January when this happened to me, I've been perfectly fine. Never had acid reflux again. That's why I try and tell people you are what you eat. So going back to vaccinated, unvaccinated, COVID, and how these things affect your body. If your immune system is a machine in your body. So if that machine is running on all cylinders, anything bad gets rejected. That's why some people who took the vaccine, it didn't never affected them. They didn't even get sick. They didn't even feel it because the immune system said, "What the hell is this? I'm spitting that shit out. What the hell is this vaccine? Get this shit out of my immune system." See, that's what it does. See, people just don't realize that that's how it all works. Your body is a machine, just like a car. You put diesel in gas car, it's not gonna run. And vice versa. And one of the spark plugs are faulty, it's gonna start stuttering. Your body's the same way. You put shit in there, it's gonna run like shit. And that's life. But people have a hard time understanding that. And they think that some organic things are the best things in the world. How do you know that shit's organic? Because it's got a label on it. You don't know where that shit came from. You know what's organic? What you grow physically in your backyard. That's organic. Unless you've seen that shit come out of a farm and just wiped off and put in a package, which I highly doubt, you're just paying extra money for bullshit. And trust me, that's how it works. And I know that for a fact. My whole family was into farming and shit like that. So they know, they tell me everything. And they're like, well, because it says organic doesn't mean it is. That's all bullshit. Or that grass fed. How do you know that shit's grass fed? You saw those damn animals being grass fed and that food coming from there? You know what's grass fed and all that shit? It's all bullshit to make money. Exactly, Val. But when I talk like this, a lot of people get mad, they like, oh, Mark, that's not how it is. And okay, well, prove it then. And I always, when somebody says organic, that comes out of your backyard where no one else touched it. You know how you dealt with it. Even raising chickens. Like my mom's neighbor, I spoke to her today, and she has chickens that she feeds. She collects the eggs. She doesn't go to the store and get the eggs. So those are all organic things coming from her backyard. A lot of people, when COVID came about, a lot of people changed their mentality and started growing things in their backyard. There's so many videos online on how to start an avocado tree or how to start a watermelon tree. Like all these videos came out all of a sudden on how to grow things in your backyard. How to raise a chicken, things like that. That shit was never out there before like that. Not popular like that. Because some people already have common sense, they do it already. I remember when I was young, like 6 years old, 7 years old, my dad, he had 6 chickens and a rooster in a coop. And my mom used to go there and get eggs all the time. Then one day when the chickens got older, they got rid of all of them and we ended up eating them. That's organic chicken. Unfortunately, that's the way it is. And some people get mad. Hey, Steph, how you doing? Yeah, and that's the best way to go. That's the best way to go. I have a lot of space out here where I live. I'm thinking about, planting a little garden soon. But it's summertime now. It's too hot, so it's going to destroy everything. Like, because here it's like so ridiculously hot and we need all the water we can get. And we've had like a serious drought. Like here in Bermuda, we catch water on our roofs and it goes in pipes through our house and goes down underneath us into a tank. Like, see how you guys in the States, you have basements? We don't have basements. Our basement is our water tank. So our roofs have gutters around them and it collects the water. It goes into a pipe down the house and goes underneath me into a tank. And that's how we get water. Because we don't have, like, certain places in Bermuda doesn't have underground well water. Like here, it doesn't have no well water. We have to catch water. And if we can't catch water, we have to pay a water truck to put the water in our tanks. So Bermuda is, different in that aspect. Exactly. Exactly. Yeah. That's why sometimes, I like talking about things like this, but sometimes talking about things in a public place like this, you never know who's listening, and people like have, a lot of bad intentions, and they like to put things out there that are not true. But this is everything that I say on here is my opinion. So if some people don't like it, then they don't have to look at it or listen to me. But that's just my opinion. I'm doing great, sweetheart. Still looking for work since you moved. Well, never give up, sweetheart. You'll always find something. There's a job. I believe that there's a job for everyone out there. We just got to find it. Sometimes it takes longer than others. And I'll tell you a story. What happened to me when I was 29 years old. I had probably the shittiest jobs I've ever had in my life because I was on the verge of giving up. And I never forget it. Uh, I was delivering ice cream, fish, and goods, like things in a truck with my friend. I was the helper. And I was only making like, I don't know, maybe, I think it was like $18 an hour, which was shit money to me. But it was something, it was a job. I was working like 5 days a week delivering food, to restaurants. And I never had a job like that ever. I was at the lowest of low. And I was like, you know what? At least I got a job. So I'm grateful for that. And then came the end of the year. It was in September. And I said, you know what? I'm going to work for myself. I'm sick and tired of working for everybody else. I have so much talent. I have so much knowledge. I know how to do so many things, and I can't be delivering food to restaurants. This is ridiculous. I can't do this shit. And Bermuda was going through like a recession in 2007. I think the world was going through it as well. That's the last time I remember it being like kind of shitty. So uh, I ended up buying a car, a new car, and I got tools and stuff, and I just went to the office in the city, registered my business, and I started working. And here I am 15 years later. I still have my business. Next month will make 15 years I've been on my own. Sometimes we have to make a huge sacrifice to get what we want. You know, I had tons of jobs, but when I was like 29, the year I went 29, and that whole year was a disaster for me. I was like, I went from job after job, and I'm like, fuck this shit, man. I can't work for people no more. I gotta work for myself, by myself, and just get a couple clients that's gonna pay me for my talent and from what I know. You know, I learned how to do construction. I learned how to do painting. I learned how to be an electrician. That's my trade, really, is electrician. I never went to college. I'm a high school dropout. I left school when I was 17. The principal told me you're never gonna make it in life. And I slammed the door in her face, and I got in trouble, and I was like, fuck you, I'm gonna be more than you ever think I'll be. Don't tell me I'm not gonna be nothing in life because you don't want me to leave school, you know? And she was a nun. I went to a Catholic school that was sexist, didn't like men, all they liked was women. They catered to women more. I grew up in some bullshit terms, but when I went 17, I became a man and realized that, I can't be in school anymore. I'm going to go work. So here I am, 45 years old, been on my own for 15 years. And I do this psychic stuff because I'm good at that too. And I've been doing this for years. Never wanted to do it, but here I am. Okay, Val, you too. Have a great night. It's great seeing you too. Good luck with the dentist. Thanks, Scorpio. Thanks, Steph. But I say this story a lot on here because I want everybody to experience what I'm doing, and I just want everybody to be happy. I want everybody to make money, be happy, have a job, have a good life. I don't wish nobody to have bad shit happen to them. I don't even wish that on my enemies. I'll say it as a joke sometimes, but at the end of the day, I just want you know people to be confident in their decisions and in their life, and I want people to do what makes them happy. So when people say to me, Mark, I think I have abilities, I think I can do this, I think I can do that. And I'm like, well, if you think you can read, go for it. Just read me. Practice on me. I'll tell you if you're right or wrong. I'll be honest with you. If you suck, I'll tell you. If you're good, I'll tell you. And I'll tell you what you need to do, and things like that. So sorry, I'm not sure what the next thing will be for me. Yeah, I don't pray for my enemies. I just don't want to. I just pray that they don't come around me. I'm tired of people, sending negativity my way or being negative around me. That pisses me off, to be honest. Yeah, I know, Steph. I know your situation, and if you feel like you're opening up your spiritual gifts, and because of that problem, your physical limitations, if you want to be, a psychic online like this, you can do it. Anybody can do it. I always tell people, if you learn how to read cards and you learn all the meanings and you practice, out of 20 people that come in your room, if you read 15 of those people and they say, you're spot on, Stephanie, that's exactly what's happening. Yes, Stephanie, that's exactly okay. Yes, Stephanie, okay, thank you so much. And 5 people say, well, okay, bye, thanks a lot. And they don't come back ever. So that's cool. 15 out of 20 is very good. And if you humble yourself, like I have in the past, and I say to myself, I know I can't read everybody. That's impossible. I'm not God. I'm not whoever you think I am. We can't do that. You're not meant to read every single person, and no one can. And if you think you can, you're out of your mind. So you always have to be humble in this area. I always feel like people are not humble enough. Yeah, if you don't feel you're ready, but you want to do it in the future, go for it. It's up to you. At the end of the day, you got to do what's right for you. But I always encourage everyone to do it. Like, I don't look at another psychic on YouTube as a burden to me. I look at you as a channel I can listen to, and a channel I can learn from, and a person that I can be friends with and exchange readings with and help each other. But a lot of morons on here don't want that. So a lot of people on YouTube, a lot of readers on here, they think that they're actually the ones who, because they shuffle the cards, it's coming through them. People are delusional. Yeah, exactly. Scorpio, you said maybe a question I could ask is what I should do next. Well, that's up to you. In tarot, there's no job descriptions. It's not going to say you're going to be a carpenter. I feel like it's whatever we love to do, I feel like we can do. So for me, I love to do a lot of things. I don't like to say no to work. Like if somebody says, hey, Mark, can you paint this wall and scrape it first, paint it, make sure it's okay. Yeah, sure, I'll do it. If that's the work that I'm getting, I'm going to take it. Now, if somebody says, hey, well, for instance, tomorrow I have to go to a job because the guy said, look, the lights are flickering in my tenant's apartment. I need you to go there and check out what's going on. I was like, okay, well, I already know it's probably a faulty wire or switch or something wrong with the light. I'll go check it out. Okay, bye. I'll be there, tomorrow morning. So that's what I love to do is electrical, but I can't always get electrical work. I'm always going to get maintenance work, anything to do with the house. Somebody might say, hey, Mark, are you busy? I'll be like, yeah, I'm busy, but what do you need? And I'll be like, listen, I was wondering if you can, hang up some frames of pictures or, install my dishwasher or something like that. I'll be like, okay, yeah, I can do that for you. No problem. You see? So like I learned how to do those things. So that's why I do it. Now, when it came to psychic stuff, I knew I had the abilities. I saw things, saw spirit, I saw the mediumship vibes that I had. And then I said, you know what? I always liked cards, I'd always liked dealing with cards, playing cards and things like that. So I started reading playing cards, going online, seeing the meanings and listening to other readers, what they say, what they do. And then I just put my own little twist in it. And then here I am now, 10 years, well, no, more than that, a lot of years later. So I've been doing this for almost 20 years, but I've only been on here physically, like, out in the public for like 3 years. But I've been reading cards forever and doing psychic stuff for a long time. But it doesn't make me better than anybody else. You know what I mean? Yeah, I mean, time flies. When I was like 25, 26, that's when I realized like I had the abilities to do stuff, but I didn't want nothing to do with it. And when I was like maybe 30, 31, that's when I bought my first deck of cards, real deck, real tarot deck. But I was using playing cards. And so yeah, I bought, and this is the very first deck that I bought, and you can see it's definitely old. So yeah, um, so today I went into somebody's room that I never seen in my life, never heard of them, went in there, introduced myself, got a reading from the reader because I felt the vibe was really good. There was only me and someone else in there because she was pretty much finishing up. I saw spirit, and this guy was like insisting on me talking to her about him. And it was somebody that she has never encountered in spirit. And I made her day. But I didn't do it to, I didn't do it to like, be known or to get, her people to come to me. I just did it because I'm obligated to do that in my mind. Spirits coming to me and saying, hey, look, this person you're talking to, just tell them that I'm here, please. Just do that favor for me. So I did it. And I made her day, and that made me happy because I made her happy. And I made another friend, So that's a nice thing, that you can do when you have that this gift to give to people. So I always tell people, sure, just ask your question. So to me, I think everybody can gift other people, Everybody in here can grab a deck of cards and read somebody's life. And you can gain friends, you can gain clients, you can gain money, you can gain respect. You just have to do it. I don't, go around asking for anything. I go around giving everything. And that's what separates me from the average moron on here that, thinks that, the world revolves around them. you know. Okay, Amanda. Thank you, sweetheart. I'll check that for you. No problem. Yeah, but that's the thing, we're always gonna have like dreams of people, and that doesn't mean you're a psychic. How you become a psychic is, you have to believe in yourself, and it's not really you. You're getting messages from your past loved ones, the people that you once knew in real life. They're the ones that you can count on getting the message across. But you have to earn the respect of the person you're reading for's spirit. See, some morons come on here and say, oh, it's me. I'm the one shuffling the cards. They don't even acknowledge spirit. Oh, I will do this and I'm going to do that and I'm going to do it and no. That's when you lose your psychic abilities. That's when you start working for the devil and you start working for yourself and you don't have no respect for people's spirit and your spirit. That's how it all works. Who do you think you are? You're just a person shuffling the cards, getting the message. Like we work through spirit. That's how this works. And that's my opinion again. So if you don't like it, then that's, once again, your problem. But that's how I've learned. Because at one point in time, I was like, yeah, I'm a pretty good side. I'm pretty good. I'm a badass. No, it's not. No, Mark, wake the fuck up. Spirit controls everything. You just have to earn the respect and the trust. So when I get mediumship messages, when a person appears to me and they're like, hey, tell this person this, and I'm like, okay, all right, cool. So I already know I have the respect of that person's past loved ones, so I can give them a message. So it makes me feel like, okay, I'm just a channel. You just turn into Mark and Mars Terra, and we're going to get the message across. I don't want a medal. I don't want $1 million. Fuck that. I just want to get the message across because I am the channel to give you the message. And anyone can do it. You just got to put your trust and love into it. And you become whatever you want. I believe everyone's a medium. Everyone's a psychic. Anyone can be whatever you want to be. If people can be whatever they want now, so can I. Yeah, exactly. You have to open yourself up to it. Exactly, Scorpio. And I always feel that way. Okay, Amanda, let's see. If you don't contact him and you stay away from him, I think he will contact you. But he's really obsessed with wondering what you're doing. So if you do ignore him, I think you'll get contact from him for sure. All right? Because he'll be suspicious about what you're doing if you're with another guy, if you're with your friends, if you're doing something that he doesn't like you to do or told you not to do, if he's like a control freak and you're doing something that he disliked you doing when you were together, he might see if you're doing that just to get back at him or things like that. But I think if you don't say anything to him, I think that's when he will contact you. So yeah, the playing games part is definitely there. You're asking me if you're permanently over. Now, the only person that can honestly say it's over is you. Because the cards are telling me that the woman has to make the decision. So if you say it's over, it's over. That's the only way it's going to be over. If you put your foot down and say, you know what, Daniel, I'm over, I'm done. Go away, leave me alone. That's the only way it's going to be over. But if you give him the time of day and you accept him back in your life, then how can it be over, right? So you have to say it's over. If he says it's over, then it's over. And if you say it's over, it's over. Well, that's the thing, if he will want to get back with you, yeah, I feel like he wants to, but that's only if you allow it. It doesn't matter how many times you ask me that question, it's the same answer. See? It's like, it still depends on you. And this is what I try and tell everybody. We are the one, if we want things to be over, then we have to say it's over. If we want this person back and we accept the person back, then it's on you, right? Right now, I don't think he wants to get back with you because of the argument you had with him. Like he's tired of arguing with you and he's tired of like talking to you about things. And he thinks that it's either you depended on him or he depended on you. And I feel like he depended on you too much. And that's what probably annoyed you as well. Another thing is he's being very immature and he's getting advice from his friends to say, hey, don't worry about Amanda. To hell with her, man. Don't worry about her no more. I feel like there's a man influencing his decisions. So I don't think he wants to get back with you right now. And the reason why is because he feels like the arguments and his friends are giving him advice not to do it. So right now, no, he doesn't want you back because of those things. Thank you. Yeah, I can't stand people with games either, but people are like that. But see, we have ourselves to blame though. We are at blame. We are at fault because we allow these people in our lives. We allow these people in our lives all the time, then we're never gonna go nowhere. You know, when we break up with somebody, it's because they're being bad to us, right? So that's your red flag right there from spirit and from the universe. This person is not right for you. And if you go back to that person, it's probably going to get worse or it's going to stay the same. And then you get comfortable with being with a person who is not right for you. And I know love hurts and love is there's a song that I listen to. It says, if love is so nice, then why does it hurt so bad? So if that's happening, then it's not real love, right? There's billions of people out there. I'm sure we can find somebody decent. And when you can't find somebody decent to be in a relationship, then love yourself. Or go get a dog like me and you just love your dog. See, she's there all the time, quiet, you know, eats, sleeps, and shits, and don't have no bills. And it's a perfect companion. You ain't got to worry about him talking shit to you, disrespecting you, and life goes on. It's the perfect life. But yes, I would love to be in a relationship. I'd love to be married, love to have a kid. But sometimes that's not life for me or for most people. Sometimes that ends up being a burden. And sadly enough, I see a lot of women that I know and are on these platforms and they're single moms and I feel bad for them. But at the end of the day, you made the decision to be with somebody that you probably knew that wasn't right for you. But at least you got beautiful children out of it that have no say in the world and they're young and they don't know and you bring a life into the world. So at least something good came out of it. So I don't blame the children. I blame our decisions as adults. And then there's, the mistakes we make for being with certain people. Sometimes we might be in love with somebody for 5, 10, 15, 20 years and they pass away or, you're left by yourself. It's life. Life is just that way. Everybody has their own path, their own way. It happens like that. You know. All right, man. Okay, Ocean. I'm gonna head out. Nah, it's 12:30 in the morning, so I'm gonna do this last question for Amanda, and I gotta get out of here because I gotta go work tomorrow. I'm gotta be at work at 9:30, so I still need to go sleep. But I'll be on tomorrow for longer. I've already been on here for 2.5 hours. Yeah, the night is young. Not when you have to go work tomorrow. But I'll be all right. I can handle it. I don't have a really bad day tomorrow. All I gotta do is change some switches in this apartment, fix this lights and stuff. I'm all right. I'll be fine. I can handle it. I'm a night owl. The next 2 weeks, Amanda, I would say that you guys can possibly get back together, but it's on him. I think that he's gonna try and come back in the next 2 weeks, and but he's gonna follow his old ways. He's not gonna be happy. His life is still, up and down. I think he'll try to like maybe seduce you, or maybe like be more mature for like maybe a day or two, and then possibly like makeup sex is a thing here. But I feel like he's gonna continue to be the same person, follow his old ways. He's gonna be unhappy, and he's not gonna make any changes. So I feel like in next 2 weeks, you guys might, and this is like what I just said earlier. It's up to you, really. So I think you're gonna end up taking him back, or entertaining him, or bringing him back, and I think that he's gonna try to seduce you, or try to make you feel like everything's fine and dandy. But I think he's gonna go back to his old ways. Yeah, that's what I see him trying to do. But as far as your question, if I felt like him and you will stay separated for the next 2 weeks, I think you will be, but I also feel like there's a chance that you might not be, because he's going to want to come back just for one thing. And this usually happens with people. Sometimes people will be like, hey baby, I love you and I want you back, and then you have sex and everything's all fine and dandy that day, and then he'll be like, you know what, babe, I'm fucking sick and tired of you. You're fucking irritating me. No, 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 no. So yeah, that's what I see here. I'm being honest. Like, that's what I see happening if you allow it. Remember that, if you allow it. Okay, Steph, wish you all the best, sweetheart. Hope you find a job, and hope things work out for you. Yes, I know, Ocean. Remember, a leopard doesn't change his spots. Anytime I can change his spots if I connect them all together, so he looks cool. Thanks, I will. So Amanda, it's up to you at the end of the day, but I do see him trying to come back to you, in the next 2 weeks. But I still feel you'll be separated. So to answer your question, I still feel you'll be separated, but I still feel he might come back and try and, get some coochie coo. But that's up to you. Just put a chastity belt on it, or, tell him no, 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 no. That's what I always tell the women. Tell the guy, no, 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 no. All right, I'm gonna get out of here. I really enjoyed my time on here with everybody. Nice seeing new faces. Nice being with all you guys, talking and joking around, having fun, sharing my opinions. Uh, you know, and Scorpio, good seeing you always, sweetheart. If you need anything, let me know. Thanks for the support always. Ocean, good to see you. You can fold my laundry after you're finished. You know, I have some laundry back there that needs to be folded. As you can see, I did fold some of it, but I have some other ones right here that needs to be folded. So whenever you're finished, I'll be available, you know. All right, good night. I will see you all next time. Love you guys. Be safe. And thanks. I'll see you guys tomorrow for sure. Anyway, let me go get some sleep. Okay, thanks.